Hello everybody, Jennifer McCreath. Today is September 23rd, 2015. Fix the hair a little bit there for you. I listened to the debate last night between the St. John's South Mount Pearl candidates. Purely out of interest, I'm not running against them and I do not live in that riding. One question that did come up was the question about the status of marijuana in Canada. That's something I want to talk about right now, and I actually want to do something I haven't done much in this campaign, is go out on a limb. I'm going to read for you right now the policy that was enacted in Colorado, state in the United States, back in 2012. Since the enactment of the Colorado Amendment 64 in 2012, adults aged 21 and older can grow up to 6 cannabis plants, with no more than half being mature flowering plants, privately in a locked space. Legally possess all cannabis from plants they grow as long as it stays where they were grown. Legally possess up to 1 ounce while traveling. Give up to 1 ounce as a gift to other citizens aged 21 or older. Consumption is permitted in a manner similar to alcohol, with equivalent offenses prescribed for driving. Consumption in public remains illegal. Amendment 64 also provides for licensing of cultivation facilities, product manufacturing facilities, testing facilities, and retail stores. Visitors and tourists to Colorado can use and purchase marijuana but cannot take it out of the state, and it is prohibited at the airport. Alcohol. I want to talk about alcohol now, folks. As many of you know, I spent 1.5 years working for the RNC. Spent three and a half years working for the Crown Attorney's Office in Newfoundland. I also spent 2 years working for the Ministry of Attorney General in Ontario. I've taken a lot of phone calls. I've typed up a lot of files. I've processed a lot of paper. I've scanned a lot of databases. I gotta be honest. In the criminal world, the word alcohol is sadly abundantly everywhere. Maybe not every case, but probably one of the most common words you will find. Now let's talk about marijuana. Sure, it's currently illegal, but you know what? I think it's a little strange. You got 2 substances that do similar things. They get you buzzed, okay? But one tends to make at least some people aggressive and angry, whereas the other, based on my understanding, tends to make people mellow. Let's talk about the health impacts. What does alcohol do to the body? It's a poison. It damages brain cells. It hurts kidneys and livers. It may even increase certain types of cancers. Marijuana, putting any type of fire or smoke in your lung can't be good. At the same time, we already have doctors who have legal right to prescribe marijuana as a drug for patients, so there's some positive things that this stuff can do. Can't remember, was it Bill Clinton? They asked one huge political figure, have you ever tried marijuana? And the answer was yes, but I did not inhale. Well, let's ask Jennifer McCreath. Alcohol. I used to be a fairly heavy drinker. Between the ages of 19 and 24, I drank more than probably anyone else I know. But I gave it up. I was turning 25. My doctor said, you know what, Jen? At this rate, you're going to wreck your kidney and liver. I was able to give it up. Boom, just like that. Since 1998, I've actually only had 1 drink. And that was a token symbolism. Stunt. Have I tried marijuana? Yeah, I did, many years back. Most teenagers probably did. but it really wasn't for me. Now I want to show you something else. Natural resources. Natural source. Relax and sleep. Anybody can buy this at the drugstore. Doesn't matter how old you are. Take a look at this now. This is known as diphenhydramine hydrochloride. Originally patented and known as Benadryl. Known for treating allergies. Allergies which I actually do have. However, this exact same product is sold in drugstores with a different brand name as a sleep aid. Prescription sleeping pills. They're not that hard to get. If you can't sleep, your doctor will probably give them to you. You can mix all these together. You grab some alcohol, and guess what? You're going to be pretty fucked up. We allow and tolerate certain type of drug use. Now sure, there's legitimate medical reasons why people would take any and all of these. Except for alcohol. I've never actually heard a doctor give me any valid reason as to how alcohol could be a medication. Bottom line is, why are we treating marijuana differently than all these other products that are already out there and readily available? There are opportunities out there. If we were to treat marijuana the same way we treat alcohol, we could tax it, we could regulate it, we as government could sell it and make a profit. We would also eliminate the need for an underground economy. The word bootlegging, a lot of people think of music, but it goes back to alcohol, back in the World War days, and when it was illegal to buy or possess alcohol, there became an underground trade. And right now, I can't remember who said it at the debate last night, but someone said we are essentially outsourcing marijuana industry to the illegal drug trade. So people right now are growing marijuana, and they are selling marijuana, and they are consuming marijuana in a completely unregulated environment. Money is being made, product is being created without having to meet any type of health or safety standards. Colorado, that was 2012. How have things changed? Whenever anyone looks at a new policy, they often say, can you give me an example of where this policy has been implemented somewhere else and what were the impacts? Transgender human rights, there's a policy that we've been talking about, and one that's very close to my heart and my life. The major arguments against giving transgender people human rights are based out of false myths, fears, and phobias. And when we look at other jurisdictions that have given transgender human rights, you do not see any of these so-called concerns or problems. So I say to all of you people who have fears, myths, and concerns about legalizing marijuana, I challenge you to go to this website, read the Colorado policy, and Google your butt off. You find evidence that suggests that this is a bad idea and bring it to me. Maybe you can convince me otherwise. But as of right now, I see pretty much unanimous positive reasons to consider not just decriminalizing marijuana, but legalizing and regulating it to the point where marijuana users can do so in a more safe manner, and that marijuana business operators will have to register, get licenses, pay taxes, and follow legislations just like the alcohol industry. I've knocked on 1,000 doors already in the riding of Avalon, Newfoundland. It's not a topic that really comes up at all. I do have a lot of people in the city of St. John's and in the suburbs, Paradise and Conception Bay South, which is part of my riding, have talked about it. I walk around this city a lot, and there is obviously a lot of marijuana use in this city. Especially at night. You cannot walk up and down any street in this city without smelling marijuana coming out of at least one house. You'll even see people openly walking down the sidewalks smoking marijuana, and they don't even conceal it. So there you have it. Based on what I'm hearing, I think it's time to support decriminalizing and even legalizing marijuana to a certain extent. I like what I've read here on the Colorado model, and I think that's a route we should take. So here you go, folks. I'm taking an official political stance on this issue. There you have it. Ultimately, as a strength and democracy candidate, I'll do what the people tell me to do. I don't do what a party leader tells me to do. But as of right now, I guess I'm looking for the pro-marijuana vote, if it is out there. So there you have it. Questions, comments, concerns? Send me an email, info@jennifermccreath.com. Let's talk about this issue and let's move forward. Thank you everyone for watching.